Hello, this is Mrs. Holmes, and this is the instructional video on how to make your own superhero, Secret Identity, just like Nolan did in our book, Shredderman. You are watching this video on Mrs. Holmes's library research page. First, watch this video one time through. Then, rewatch it and press pause each time a new direction is given for each step. Follow the direction in the video on your own computer. You can come back to this video as many times as you need to until you understand and you can complete the project on your own. Happy creating! Step 1 is to download your picture. I have uploaded all the pictures to Dropbox so that you can download them easily. You're going to click here next to your class name. Find your picture and your picture only. Right-click the picture and then choose Download. Let's see what that looks like. So the first step was to go to my class and click here. For this purpose, in my example, I'm going to click the sample. The next part was to find my picture and my picture only. If I need to click it to make it bigger, I can to see if it's the picture that I want. There's my picture. Now I'm going to right click. That's not the normal pointer finger click. Usually you use your middle finger to right click. And then click download. And now your picture is downloaded onto your computer's memory. Now, step 2 is to open the picture in the Paint program. You're going to click the Start circle, find the Paint program, then go to File, Open. Search for your picture in your folders. It may be in your Picture folder, it may be in your Downloads. Click it twice fast or click it once and then click Open. So I'm going to keep my internet open and go down to the bottom to click Start. Then yours will look a little different because this is my home computer, but I'm going to click the Paint program. Next, I need to go to File and Open. Now I'm going to search my folders. It may be where it says Downloads. It may be in Pictures. It depends on where our computers at school default save. I can see mine right here. I can click it once and then click Open, or I can double click it 2 times fast. Step 3 is to resize and rotate the picture. First, I'm going to click the Resize button. Change the horizontal number to 25 and vertical will automatically change. Then click OK. Next, click the Rotate button. Then choose the first rotate 90 degrees to the right. Here's what that looks like. First, I'm going to click Resize. In the horizontal box, I'm going to erase the 100 and change it to 25, and notice that vertical automatically changes. Then I'm going to click OK. Next, I'm going to click the Rotate button and go to the first one that says Rotate Right 90 degrees. Step 4 is to crop your face. You're going to click the Select drop-down arrow. Click Transparent Selection first. That way no background stays. Then go back and click the Select arrow again, and this time choose Freeform Selection. Carefully draw around your head, getting as close as you can. You might want to keep some of your neck, and if you mess up, just click the Undo arrow and try again. Okay, so the first part I'm going to do is click on Select and come down here to Transparent Selection. That's going to make sure that I don't get any background. I click that same arrow again, and this time I choose Freeform Selection. Now I'm going to carefully trace around the outside of my face without letting go of the mouse button. So I clicked the mouse button down and then I started tracing. Now notice how I kept some of my neck And if I really mess up, I can just do undo and I can try it again. Try to keep your hand steady and don't worry and use the undo button as many times as you need to until you get it as close as you can. Feel free to crop hair out if you want to do a mask or a headgear for your superhero. Don't click anywhere else once you have this box around your head. Next, we're going to copy your face. We're going to save your original picture, open a new one, and put your face in it. So we're going to use our keyboard and some shortcut keys. You're going to hold the control button down and bop the letter C, which will copy your selection of your face into the computer's memory. Then we're going to click File, New. A box will pop up asking if you want to save. Click Don't Save. That way if you mess up on your picture, you can always just start all over again. In our new paint, we want to make the canvas a little bit larger. Then we're going to hold Control down again and bop the letter V one time to paste your head. Move your head into the middle or wherever you want it to be. Okay, so now I'm going to use my keyboard. I'm not clicking anything on my computer screen with my mouse, but I'm going to hold down the control button and bop the letter C. Doesn't look like it does anything, but it's copying the face into the computer's memory. The next part of that was to go to File and do New. A box is going to pop up. I don't want to save any changes I made, so in case I need to start all over. So I'm going to click Don't Save. Here's my new canvas. The next step said to make the canvas larger. Don't go too crazy, but about this size is good. Next, on my keyboard again, I'm going to click Control, and then I'm going to bop the letter V. And V is pasting my face into my new document. And now I can click and move it around. Make sure I don't click anywhere blank because then it won't select my face. Try to put it where you might want your face to go. If you're flying, you might want it in the corner. If you're little, you might want it over here. For mine, I'm going to put it right there. Now, step 6 is to create. You might think your head is a little bit too big. Don't click anywhere blank. Keep the dotted box around your head and go to resize and maybe resize it to 50 or 75. If you mess up, use the undo button. You can always reselect your head to move it around. Use the ink dropper to get an exact match for your skin color and experiment and play. It's the best way to learn. Don't forget to save. The first time, you'll have to give it a name. Call it something that makes sense, that you will understand in 5 years when you are older and you forgot all about this awesome library project. Some examples are just superhero as a name, or type in the name of your superhero like Recycle Girl or Book Girl, or you could type Shredderman project. Let's take a look to see what that will look like in the paint program. All right, so I have my face. I think it might be a little too big, so up on resize, I might come back in and do a 75%, and it's going to shrink it a little. If I don't like what I did, I can undo, and it does take the whole paint away. All you need to do is Control V to paste that face back in because it's still in the computer's memory. I'm going to try 80. Now I'm going to start creating. I personally like to use the brush and I use black for an outline. So I might start drawing my body with an outline. If I mess up, I just go on undo. Don't forget to undo. So let's see. I think I want to do a book. And I'm going to go back to my brush. I love using the paintbrush in that size. It gives it a good outline. I'm going to hold my book in my hand. So I'm going to do this outline. Of my body. And then down here, I'm going to do my hands. I don't really want to do fingers, so I'm going to leave it like that. And let's do, I want to do a skirt for my outfit with some boots. I don't like how that boot looks. I'm going to undo it. And let's do one more. Let's try again. Now, a couple tips and tricks. If you use the magnifying glass, you can zoom in. Look at my picture. And I can use the rolly ball. And then something that I can do is I can go and grab the eraser. And then because the book is behind my arm, I could erase so it looks more like I'm actually holding the book. Okay. Now I can go back over here and zoom back out to see what it looks like. Now, the other tip I gave you was to use the ink drop tool. Now I'm going to zoom in again with my ink dropper tool because I want to make sure that my skin kind of matches and blends in after I've drawn my outfit. So let's say I want to do 3/4 sleeve shirt. And down here, I just want to do some old lady shoes. Superheroes need to be able to run, don't they? So I'm going to grab the ink dropper and I'm going to click somewhere on my skin. And look, it changes the color. And that color is pretty close to the color that my skin was. So now I have a color that matches my skin tone. If you want to get fancy, you can play around with that color a little bit. So if I go back and I grab and I think that maybe it should be a little darker, maybe I grab somewhere that's a little darker. That's too light, too dark. So let's try a different color. Whoops, I messed up. Undo. That's still too light. I'm just playing around till I find one that I think matches the best and blends in the best. And I can keep playing with that. Now, after you have your basic, what you want to be able to do is you want to save your project. I'm going to leave it like that and zoom out. Now I want to go save my project every once in a while just in case I do something that messes up and I want to be able to go back. So I do File, Save, give it a really good name. So this is Book Girl 2015 since I might do this project again. And then I want to just click the Save button. And now this picture is going to be always saved. And then I can work on my background, I can work on my sidekick, and I can really jazz up my picture. But I have the basics right there. Don't forget, you can rewatch this video. You can ask Mrs. Holmes if you would like a printout of the directions so you can follow them step by step as you go. Happy creating, and I hope you enjoy working on this project.